Breaking news. This just dropped, and you need to hear this. But before we dive in, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a massive update like this one. Trust me, this could change everything for the Vikings. So here's what's going down. On Sunday morning, news broke that the Minnesota Vikings spent time interviewing quarterback Cam Ward at the NFL Scouting Combine. Now, why would the Vikings do that when their QB situation seems locked in with J.J. McCarthy, Sam Darnold, or even Daniel Jones? According to Jeremy Fowler of ESPN, this might not mean much, or it could be a massive hint at a shocking move. Fowler reported, "More interesting information that might mean nothing, but is at least notable. The Vikings interviewed Cam Ward at the Combine. And that single sentence has set the NFL world on fire. Maybe this is just head coach Kevin O'Connell doing his homework, getting to know a quarterback who could be an NFL starter in the coming years. Maybe it's just the start of a relationship that could pay off down the line. But what if it's more than that? What if the Vikings are actually considering a trade that shakes up the entire NFL draft? What if they flip J.J. McCarthy for a huge package of draft picks, putting themselves in position to draft Cam Ward instead? And think about this. What if another QB-needy team like the Titans, Browns, or Giants sees McCarthy as a can't-miss prospect? A team picking in the top 3 might believe McCarthy would have been the undisputed number 1 QB in the 2025 draft if he hadn't gone 10th overall to Minnesota in 2024. If a team is willing to pay big, shouldn't the Vikings at least consider it? Here's where it gets crazy. If the Vikings already have a guarantee that Ward will be available, this move could make a lot of sense. 2 huge reasons why. Ward doesn't have a knee injury that could develop into long-term arthritis, unlike McCarthy, who had surgery to repair a torn meniscus. The Vikings would essentially gain an extra year on a rookie QB contract, which is gold in today's NFL. The age argument doesn't matter. Ward and McCarthy are both 22 years old. Ward is just 8 months older. But let's be real, this would be a huge gamble. McCarthy has been phenomenal since arriving in Minnesota. Before his injury last August, he was showing incredible potential, and he's already got a full year of mental reps in O'Connell's offense. Plus, he's been an absolute fan favorite in the Minnesota community. And then there's Louis Riddick, the NFL analyst who correctly predicted C.J. Stroud and Jaden Daniels would be instant stars. Over the weekend, he made another bold claim: Cam Ward will be a star right away. Riddick is one of the best at identifying talent. Last year, he liked McCarthy but saw him a tier below guys like Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams, and Drake May. So now, the big question. Did the Vikings interview Ward just to do their due diligence? Or is there something much bigger happening behind the scenes? Let me know what you think in the comments. Should Minnesota stick with McCarthy? Or should they make a shocking move for Cam Ward? And don't forget, subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss another breaking update. This off-season is just getting started.